Go, Fred.
They can vote. It's not going to vote in a few weeks. Okay, guys, here we go. Doing a quick Fred 2020 rally. As many of you know, and many of you... Yeah, as many of you know, and as many of you don't know, I'm running for president. We only have a few more months, maybe 2 more months of this, because we're at the end of July, and at the end of September is the debate. So we have to make it to 15% within 2 months, and right now we're below 1. Closer to 0. Yes. So it's not looking good, I admit, but there's time. There's fucking time. We have 2 months to make it big in the US. Okay. Now, first of all, as many of you know, John Lewis died a few days ago and they had the funeral yesterday. So before going into anything else, I know that you're not going to read his, what's this called, opinion piece unless I read it to you, because I know you can read, but you're bored and you'd rather hang out on the beach, and I don't blame you. So I'm not answering questions now. We'll take questions at the end. It was something about sodomy. We'll get to that. Okay. Now here is John Lewis's his advice to us.
Yes. Okay.
Here, I'll face the camera. Although I'll look at you guys now and then. His advice to us. Here we go. So I will try to read it like he would. No, I'll read it like I would. Okay.
He's so perfect. I'm so in love with him.
This is pretending I was him. This is if Fred were dead.
And I'm like,
If Fred were dead, this is what Fred would say.
Okay.
While my time here has now come to an end, I want you to know that in my last days and hours of my life, you inspired me. You filled me with hope about the next chapter of the great American story when you used your power to make a difference in our society. Millions of people motivated simply by human compassion laid down the burdens of division. Around the country and the world, you set aside race, class, age, language, and nationality to demand respect for human dignity. Okay, that is why I had to visit Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, though I was admitted to the hospital the following day and then died. I just had to see and feel it for myself that after many years of silent witness, the truth is still marching on. Emmett Till was my George Floyd. He was my Rayshard Brooks, Sandra Bland, and Breonna Taylor. He was 14 when I was killed, and I was only 15 at the time. I will never, ever forget the moment when it became so clear that he could easily have been me. In those days, fear constrained us like an imaginary prison, and troubling thoughts of potential brutality committed for no understandable reason were the bars. Though I was surrounded by 2 loving parents, plenty of brothers, sisters, and cousins, their love could not protect me from the unholy oppression waiting just outside that family circle. Just like today.
He told me
He didn't say that, but now he kind of says it. Unchecked, unrestrained violence and government-sanctioned terror had the power to turn a simple stroll to the store for some Skittles, that's Trayvon Martin, or an innocent morning jog down a lonesome country road that is, God, I can't remember. Okay. Into a nightmare. If we are to survive, sorry, you're still shooting?
Yes, we're still shooting.
Okay, good. We don't want to lose this.
Yeah, we got the angle.
You got the angle?
Yeah.
That makes me look short.
Okay, I'll make you look tall.
And I'm really tall.
Okay, there you go. That makes you look super tall. Just kidding.
No, I'm not. Okay. If we are to here,
For 20
let me
seconds,
repeat
Fred.
that line. Unchecked, unrestrained violence and government-sanctioned terror had the power to turn a simple stroll to the store for some Skittles or an innocent morning jog down a lonesome country road into a nightmare. If we are to survive as one unified nation and world, we must discover that what so readily takes root in our hearts that could rob Mother Emanuel Church in South Carolina of her brightest and best, shoot unwitting concert goers in Las Vegas, and choked to death the hopes and dreams of a gifted violinist like Elijah McClain. Who was choked to death screaming I can't breathe also. Although you probably haven't heard of him.
No.
Like so many young people today, I was searching for a way out, or some might say a way in. And then I heard the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on an old radio. He was talking about the philosophy, philosophy and discipline of nonviolence. He said we are all complicit when we tolerate injustice. He said it is not enough to say it will get better by and by. He said each of us has a moral obligation to stand up, and speak out. When you see something that is not right, you must say something.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Speak from your heart now. Speak from your heart.
Yeah. No, this is
Fred, you're at 4 minutes?
this is not me. This is John
Oh, I
Lewis.
want to hear you. How you feel? How you feel? Tell me how you
This
feel
is how I
about
feel.
Okay, I want to go back.
How you feel about black people?
He's dead, and I'm speaking how he feels is how I feel.
Who's
Yeah.
that? I got you.
John Lewis. He's this idol of human rights fight. They buried him yesterday.